Yeah, so I just did the name it as a sequencer. Okay, maps. So I just saved it. Okay, so here, if you want to go for the cinematics, so first what we require is a sequencer. So what is a sequencer? Sequencer is nothing but where you can get it from here. There's a add level sequence with the shots. Okay, so you are having a already shot that you want to be added. There is a master sequence that you can use to be merged along with. Okay, so but we require the add level sequence. We generally use the level sequence only to create our animations. Okay, so add the level sequence and go to your sequencer. Okay, and name it as sequence. I name it as a short one, or I just want to use for the cube. And in, for example, for this one, underscore sequence, let us save it. Okay, that automatically is going to be saved over here in your outliner. Okay, so this is a one method where you can just be create from here, or else in a content browser you can go for the add, and there's a cinematics level sequence, or else just right click, and here we have the cinematics and you can create from the level sequence. There's an ender method. There you just go for the place actors, and here is a sign. Okay, so here we have the uh, level sequence actor. Okay, these are the different methods how we can use to create a level sequence actor for you. Yes. Okay. So then you can see the kind of new palette over here. Name it as a sequencer. By default, it's going to be in your it is open in the separately, and you can use to be dock it to your content browser. You can use to be align it. Okay, or else wherever you want to, you can adjust it. Okay, so in the sequence, we can see the kind of timeline where you can use to be like another DCC application like Premiere, the After Effects, and your other application that you can edit. So the same way where you can actually see here. Okay. So here where you can take your other asset that you want to be animated in the list, you just click on the add. You can used to be get all the different actors and everything. You can used to be add it out. Okay. So and here in the top there you can see the different things. There is a map. So which one that you are working currently and save. And you don't know where you're saved, just you should find it from here. Okay. And you want to create a camera particular position, you can used to be created from here. Okay. Let us see one of one. Okay. So and middle that you can see the green line. Okay. The green indicator which is nothing but the start of your sequence, and the green which is represent the end of your sequence. Okay, that you can usually adjust those things if you want to. Okay, so here in the below that you can see your time frame length. By default is a 165 frames. If you want to increase it, you can give the different value over here. Instead of this, you can give it here, that automatically it is going to be extended. Okay, so just to extend this your uh, red stop up to where you want to. Is it clear? Okay. So then I just want to add some cube in the scene. Okay. So this is my cube, and what I want to make this to be animated. I want to make this to be animated. Okay. So let me make this to be placed somewhere over here. Okay. Let us check it out. And so here, when you click on the add, you can see all different actors and different components over here. Okay, so and what are the things that you are having in your outliner that you want to be added in your sequencer list? Okay, so then you have the actor to sequence. Okay, so here you can see all your actors that you are having in your outliner. Okay, so you can usually select whatever the actor that you want to. Otherwise, if you have the kind of lot of the things, okay, so simply select your actor in your scene and go to the add, add the two sequence, then the starting itself, it is going to be highlighted for you. Add cube. Is it clear? Okay. So just click over that. That you can see the cube in your uh, sorry, in the list. Okay. So after that, we have the transform. Okay. So we have the component that is going to be added. So what is the thing that you want to be animate for that? Okay. So what I want to make it move. Okay. So from one position to another position, for example. Okay. Like the Y position, or the X position, or the Z axis that I want to be move it. So for example, here we have the key point. There's add new key to your current timeline. So just click on that. There you can used to be add your timeline, the key to your timeline. Okay. So and move your strap and place the 90, and I just want to move it little position over here, then add another key over here, that you can see automatically it is going to create a animation for you, one position to another position. Okay. So instead of that, you don't like it, I just want to make it a zero only, and you want to make this to be auto keying that you want. Here we have the auto key. If you click on that, so it is going to be give the auto key, so you can see the kind of line it is going to be created for you in between. Okay. So I just want to make it a little higher, so just see here, it automatically create your animation. So you feel that it's a kind of very slow, you want to make it faster, one you can use to be adjust your timeline, you just used to be select your uh, key point, and you can adjust that position, that makes your animation to be faster. And I want to make this to be the reverse, so just copy that first one and paste it to the 90. Okay. Sorry, this one. So there you go, and here it is. Is it clear? Okay, so this is the way how you can still create a simple animation. So then I just want to be adjust this to the 105 only. Okay, so here we have this kind of how you can, how you want to see the thing. Okay. Okay, so that your time length is going to be fixed to here. Okay, and this also you can also make it zoom in and zoom out if you have that kind of length. Okay, so you control, you just make it zoom in and zoom out. Okay, you want to make it pan, use a right click, you can use to be pan it, and hold control and mouse wheel where you can use to zoom out and zoom in your timeline. Okay, so here you can see all the things. Okay, so then if you are here somewhere, so I just want to make it focus on the particular timeline, use the home button, which is going to be focus on the particular timeline that you are selection area. Is it clear? Okay, so it's all the way how it is going to be works. Okay, so let's make this 105. Okay, so there's a fixed timeline that I want to be created for this. Okay, and here we have the, it is going to be working with the 30 fps. You want to be change your fps, from here you can actually change your frame per second, the animation that you want to be, that automatically is going to be changes. Okay, and the show time as it's showing it is in the frame rate, is the frames. You want to change in the second, you can also change that into the seconds. Okay, so these are the different values where you can install. Okay, and after that we have the curve also. You want to adjust the your key points with the smoother or make it a faster kind of it, like a breezer curve that you want to be adjusted. Here you just go for your curves where you can use to be see it. So you just click over here in the transform location. So where you are change that. So it is in the Z axis. What you can use to be see over here. So you can use to be select this one, and you can right click here. You can use to be change your style of your bezier curve. So you want to make it a auto or the user, or you want to make it a break or the linear. Okay. So you want to make it kind of or you want to make it a constant. So you just used to create it how you want to. Okay. So it's all the way how you can use it. So you want to manually adjust it, you can use to adjust it. Okay, you can use to select the particular one. Okay, you can use to adjust it. Okay, so this is the way how you can issue. So otherwise, you just use to right click and linear, and you can select this. Okay, so you can use to adjust how you want to adjust your things. Okay, is it clear? Okay, so or else you can also use to select here and right click. You can also change it from here, linear or cubic, whatever you want to. Okay, so the other way how you want to. So instead of this, what I want to make this to be the rotation also that I want to add it for this, for example. Okay, so here this starting, okay, the rotation is already added. So over here, I just want to make it minus 180. Okay, let's go for this. There you can see. Yes. Okay. So this is the way how you can use to create a kind of simple animations and everything to your scene also. Okay. So and if you want to use it as your uh, level actor. Okay. So in generally what you can do is just used to be create a kind of cinematics means you can used to be work with a camera and you can used to be export as a movie. Okay. So here you can also use it as your asset in your games. Okay. So here just select your cinematics. Here you can see the autoplay option. Okay, and if we are not added any camera for this, so now it act as your simple asset like a cube only. Okay, so now I just want to make it as a loop uh, in that indefinitely. So now just used to play it. So now you can see. You understand? Okay. So this is the way how it is going to be works. Okay. So simple animation also where you can use to be created for this. Okay. So autoplay and it is a kind of the looping that you want to be continuously add. You can use the loop identifiably. Okay. And you want to add specific loops, then you can use this one. Okay. So this is the way how you can use to work with. Don't loop, the loop continues where you can use it. Is it clear? Yes? Okay. So now what I want, yeah, let's just duplicate this one. Okay, open this. So there we have the cube. And instead of this, I just want to create a kind of camera for this. Okay. So I don't want to create a kind of animation for this in the game. Okay. Or else I can use to add the ender cube over here. Okay. So right click here and here we have the binding properties. Okay, uh, the binding assign actors. You can also use to change the different actors. Okay, there you can see. Okay, so what is going to be happen here? Okay, this the one object is going to be over there only. The so when the sequencer is enabled, then only it is going to be work for you. Okay, so but I'm using the end sequence now. Okay, the particular one only it is going to be working now. Okay, so I just want to be change the little position of this. Let's just select this point. There you can see. Yes. Okay. So, but I don't want to be create a kind of this sequence is going to be create a I think okay. So now you can see, yeah, the first sequence is playing, the end sequence is not playing now. Okay, so because the under sequence here it is, okay, so it is not in your level. Okay, so here you can see the sequence and sequence one here. Okay, so these are one, and this is another one somewhere over here in the 0 0 position. Is it clear, guys? Okay. So now, if you want to work with a sequence one, you just open that one. So for this, I want to create a kind of sequence with a camera. Just click on the camera from here. Or there's a two types. One is a spawnable, and one is another one is a sorry. Um, yeah. So one method where you can create your camera here, assign camera actor, and you can use to be assign your camera. Okay. So here you can see the pilot actor. So where you want to be see it, you can just be see it here. Okay. So that automatically is going to be added in your sequencer because the sequencer is added already open. That's why it is going to be added in your sequencer. Okay. So that is going to see through of it. If you click on that, so it is see through of your camera. Okay, if you don't want to see through of your camera, you don't want to be affect your camera, so just deselect that one. If it is not if it is not highlighting, it is deselected. If you click it, that is going to be show pilot actor, sign camera actor. Okay, so that means you are seeing through your cine camera actor. Okay, are you getting, guys? Yes. Okay. So now, if you want to do some camera animation for this, you can also do it. Okay. So, or else the object is moving over here. I just want to be move my camera along with my object. Okay. So just select your sun camera actor here, and here we have the different option here. There's a film bag and everything. There's a different camera lenses and everything here. By default, it is a 6:9 digital film, and you want to change that into DSLR or Super 8mm or 35mm. So, whatever you want it, or full frame DSLR. So you can still take whatever you want it. Okay, so you can still select that one. Generally, where you can use a 16:9 DSLR. Okay, and here we have the no crop. We want to add the cropping system. You can also add the cropping. Okay, so and the current aperture. So I can use to take the point 4 or point 2 here. Okay, and then we have the kind of scene depth over here. I just want to be adjust that one. The focus settings. So here we have the focus method. Okay, so that we can use the auto, or else you want to make it as a manual. You can use to work whatever you want to. Okay, so I'm using manual. So here we have the pickup eyedropper. Just select the one, and what is the one that you want to be focused. Okay, so and you want to be debug the focus distribution. So here you can use to be and adjust the position. Okay, so this is the way how it is going to be works. Is it clear? Okay, so then here we have the locate tracking. Okay, so here we have the enable locate tracking. Okay, okay. And then what is the object that you want to be look at? So it just used to be select that one. Okay, that you can see. Now if you play it, that you can see the camera is looking your object where it is moving. Simply, you can use to create a kind of simple animation. You understand, guys? Yes? Okay. So this is the way how you can create a kind of simple animation with a camera look through. Yes? Okay. So this is the way how you can use to create a simple camera animation and everything. And so here you can see the camera. Okay. So if I make it exit, so here you can see your camera over here. So if I play it, okay. So that you can see the camera is looking your object. It is up and down. Is it clear? Okay. So instead of here, if you are clicking, if you are creating the camera over here, okay. So I just want to create a like this. Okay. Let's decrease the speed of the camera a little. Okay. So here you can see the different thing over here. Okay. So this is coming with the lightning. Okay. So here you can see the symbol. Okay. So it's a spawnable. Okay. And it is a kind of, it's going to be created from the scene. The outline it is created. Okay. So it is created from the directly sequencer. If you are seeing here, make it exact. So that you can see the two cameras now. Okay. So if I close this sequencer now, you can see another camera now because it is spawnable. Okay, so spawnable cameras, so if you have created something from the sequencer, it is going to be shown only the sequencer is open only. Okay, so if you create the kind of from the place actors, if you are taking the camera out from here, if you are created, you can also create from here. Okay, so that cameras is going to be shown in your general outliner as well as in your environment. Okay, you understand, guys? Okay, so this is the way how it is going to be works. Okay, so that you can see. Okay, so the same thing you can also add the kind of animation if you want. You can also do it using your spawnable. Okay, I'm not getting them. Yeah. So the normal camera that we call as a process, okay, processor camera, processable cameras and spawnable cameras. Okay, so that there's a two different cameras. Okay, so what we can use it here. Is it clear? Yeah. So then, for example, I just want to here I create a kind of sequencer. Okay, and what I want to export this as a movie. Okay, so simply we have a render sequence over here. Just click over here, and here we have the different formats. Okay, by default that it is going to the movie format is going to be given as an AVI. Okay, so if you're not interested in the AVI, you just used to go for the JPEG or PNG or anything that you like, EXR or something. You can used to be take it off. Okay, so as of now, I'm just taking the AVI, and there's no sounds. I'm not using the any sounds over here, and the frame rate that is a 24 FPS that is changed 30 to 24. I want the same thing, and the resolution you can take up to the 2Ks. Okay, so here we have 16:9. So I just want to go for this one, or you want to create your own kind of scaling or something. You can actually work for that. Okay, so yeah, and there's a compression quality. It should be the 100%, and the output directory where you want to be save it. Okay, so okay, let me make this to be in a desktop and file format. Okay, let me and give a call capture. Okay, so let me change this to okay, and then I just used to go to my drive, so this folder, so selected. Okay, so it is going to give the kind of render for you. Okay, so it is going to be shown the kind of progress. If it is finished, it is going to be shown as a finished capturing. Okay, so the capture finished. Just open the content folder, and here you can see your that you can see. You understand? Okay, so this is the way how you can create your simple animation as well as the render thing. Okay, so instead of that, you want to create your own animation. The camera using the cameras. Okay, so I just used to do this one. Okay, and create my own camera from the spawnable. Okay, and I just make it a height so that you can see the kind of the created camera. It is going to be shown in your uh, viewport. So there's a kind of disturbing the things where it is going to be happen. Okay, there's a advantages and disadvantages for the both for the spawnable and the processable for the things. Okay, yeah. So now, uh, yeah. So for example, I just want to make my own animation for this. So let's click over here. There is a transform. Just click on that, and where it just is to make it move. Okay, so it's all the way how you can still create your own animations and everything for this along with. Okay, so it's all the way how you can use to create your own cinematic cameras, animations and everything. Then you can use to uh, export it. Okay, so here you can also adjust your things, your width and sensor. So if you want to create a kind of portrait or something, it just needs to be adjusted. Okay, your width and hearts and everything here. Okay, yeah, is it clear, guys? Okay. So now, what I want, I just want to create a kind of character. I just want to create a kind of character animation. Okay, so let's take the mannequin. I will show the little more in depth on tomorrow's class. Just check it out using the basic things what you have in here. So it's the mesh. Okay, we have this one. Okay, the mannequin. So you want to add some environment or something, you can usually add it out the backgrounds and something that makes the sense. Okay, so after this, let's go for the cinematics. All right, so just take any of the things black out here, and here are the foliages. There's a trees and everything. We just used to drag and drop it. Okay, okay. So let's create the end level sequence. Add level sequence, character sequence, for example, and save it. Okay. So this is your regular, or else you can use the foliage. You can use your paint off if you want to. Okay, so it's not going to paint it. It's fine. Just leave it. Okay. Okay. Let me. Okay. So here, I just want to create a kind of animation for this. Okay. So you can also create your own animations, and you can use the already existing animations. Okay. So let us see how you can instantly control your character. Okay. You just select your character, the mannequin, the default mannequin that you have, and add this mannequin into here. Okay. And when you added your mannequin, that automatically it is going to be change your mode into the animation mode. Okay, so here we have the animation, right? So that automatically is going to be converted. Okay, so here if you want to do some controls for your animation, so here we have the mannequin body. I think I press G. So there you can have the other control rate where you can do the animation also. Okay, you can just to be control the things. Okay, so for example you want to okay, so I don't think it is going to be I don't. Okay. Okay. So these are the animation that I have, but it's not going to be worse because we are using the mannequin body over here. Okay. So for example, you want to do some animation, so you just used to place some chair and you want to do something. You can also there's a manual animation that you can use to. Okay. So these are starter content and there's some props over here and there's a chair. Okay. So now just used to come here. Uh, okay. Let So now we have the other controls over here. So just used to make him to set. Okay. Simply you can usually adjust that. Okay. Yes. Okay. So just want to adjust this turn a little. Okay. So then if you want to do some kind of animations and everything, you can just do. Okay. So it's body control. Let's add this one. Okay. And after that, we have all the hand over here, for example. You just have here and make this to do something like this. Okay. So you can just animate the things if you want. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. So the way you can use to modify and you want to add the kind of animations and everything, you can use to create your own animations. Okay. So body control again. So just want to make him uh, so that I can see it. Okay. So you just use to create your animations and everything from here. Yes. Okay. So, but I don't want to be using of this now. So what I want to use the existing animations from by default what I'm getting from the idle and walk or run something. Okay. So if you want to use them, you can use the animation. So you just remove that and use the animation. Just take the idle. You can use to see here. Okay. So there you can see. The pose is changed. So just use to play it once. So press spacebar. There is going to be give a kind of play, or you can use to be stop. Okay. Okay. Is it clear, guys? Okay. So now, if you want to adjust the kind of time length of your animation, it just used to be move it. Okay. So I don't want that much. I just go for the some 45 or the 60, and I want to make this to 200 or 300. You can just go for. Okay. So this is a kind of idle animation that I have. So it is going to be start with. After that, after 45 to 60 seconds, I just want to be at the another animation walk walk forward. Okay, that you can see it is going to be added the new timeline for you. The new okay. So now it is going to start walking. Okay, so you want to extend that one, you can just to be extend this. Okay, so from here it is going to be starting here. Okay, and we have the transform for the character to the last. Okay, and make him to move somewhere like this. You need to see that. Okay, so this is the way how you can just to create a simple animations and you can just to make it. Is it clear, guys? Okay, so then I just want to add the another idle in the last. So for example, you want to make it blend. So what is going to be happen here? So it is suddenly starting. Okay, so it just used to be drag into the top, and there you can see the kind of nice blend over there. The kind of cross of the fade kind of thing, right? So you can use to be blend how much you want to. Okay, so it's a kind of auto blending dot you can use to add it for it. Okay, so now it is slowly it is going to be started and you can use to be go forward. Okay, and here we have the kind of the animation. It is little awkward, so I just want to make it adjust that. Okay, it is going to be kind of jerky, or it is you can see the walking is starting over here, but the cat is staying in the same place. Okay, so what you do here is just right click here, make this to the linear for the both of them to the last in the begin. Now it is going to be adjusted a little for you. So now you see that it is giving some adjustment to your the properly it is going to be added. Okay. It's going to be- okay. Okay. So in the by the last, I can use the duplicate and hold Alt and drag it, and you can use to apply that. Okay. So the other way how you can use to create the things. Okay. And I just want to bring this to here. Again, adjust your blend how much you want. Is it clear, guys? Yes. Okay. So, or else you want to take some other animation. You can also take some other animations if you want. You can used to be go for uh, Google and find the mix ammo. Okay. you want to add some different animations and everything, you can also add the animation for the default character also. You can just to be apply those things, you can download simply. Or else if you want to take some other characters and you want to add those characters into here, you can also add them. Okay, you know the example, what is it? Yes. So here you can add your own character. If you are the modeler, you want to create a kind of animations. You don't know the rigging and the animation. You just simply upload your character into here, and that will be the kind of rig, auto rig for you. And after we have the different animations over here. And there's a default characters also. If you want to select any of the character that you like, you can just select. You can take the character, download the T-pose, okay, then go for the animation and download only the animations. Okay, so as of now, I'll just use the default one. Anything that you can like, you can usually take it off. Okay, so I just used to go for some mannequin. You can see the different characters over here. This is to like. Where's gone? Okay. Okay, let me take this character only. Okay, and I just want to take some of the animation that you like. I just used to take it off. I just wanted to make the dance. Yes. So just to download that. So we just used to take with along with the skin, the first one. Okay, because we require the character also. So after that, we just use the without skin. Download without skin all your animations. Okay, because if you're downloading the with skin, it is going to give the kind of the size of your files is very high, 5 MB to 10 MB or 15 MB. Okay, so instead of that, first file you just used to download with the skin. After that, you can download without the skin. Okay, only the animation that you can use to go for. So now what I can do, I just want to use that animation over here, for example. Okay, so but I'm using the different character over here. So let's animations and import. That's it. Uh, Import. So here you go. So here you can see your dancing skeleton. So this character, okay. So you can take the your direct character and you can use to work with. Okay. So there you can see. Okay. And here we have the animation. There's a dancing. You can see the dancing. Yes. Okay. So now what I want to apply this animation to my mannequin. I want to apply this animation to my mannequin that I have in my defaultly coming with my Unreal Engine. Okay, so let's go into here. So uh, the skeleton of the Mixamo and the Unreal is the same. Okay, nowadays, and it is going to be linked up with you. You just right click here in the animation. Right click on the animation. Here we have the retarget animations. Just click over here and the target skeleton mesh, what you want to be. Just find it, and here we have the SKM Mani. Just select that one, and after that, search your animation here, export retarget asset. Sorry, export animation. Okay, then it is going to be ask you the names, the prefixes, and everything. Just want to give it, just used to give it, or else just make it export. Okay, so then you can see your animation to your Mani also now. Is it clear? Okay, so like this you can use any of the animations from the Mixamo. You can directly use it to your default character. You can convert that animations. Is it clear? Okay, so yeah, now we just go for the sequencer, and from the idle After we just used to go for some 350. I just make it little extend the size. Okay. Now I want to add an animation over here. That is a dancing. You can see it. See? Okay. So here we just used to make this from here. Uh, okay. So I make this to 300. You're getting us? Yes? Okay. So this is the way how you can still create your things. Any notes on it? Is it clear? Yep. So now I just want to create a kind of different shots for this character animation. Okay. So I'm showing the only the default cameras over here. Tomorrow I will see the camera rig and the rail. Okay. So as of today, you just used to check with the Cine Camera actors. Okay, and you can usually check it out. So this is the one camera that I created over here. Okay. So the first one that I can use to kind of establishment shot or something that I want to be created. I'll make it forward. Okay. So then I can use to change my going back to the 16:9 DSLR and zoom it a little and delete this one. Okay. Yeah. So now I just want to give the kind of focus for my character. Uh, let's select all the animations and everything done. So select this. Okay. So okay, auto tracking is on. So you want to add the look at tracking, you can add it. Otherwise, you can uh, deselect it. Okay. And here instead of the manual, you can use to go for the tracking. Okay. So you can use to add the tracking. It is automatically focused on it. Okay. So if I just do tracking. Okay. And change the temperature. So if I select this pick up and enable the look at track, so where you can just do see it, your camera look through. And here we have the relative offset. We can use to be change it, 75 or something, where you can use to be adjust your things, or 120, something like this. Okay. Okay. So the way how you can use to create the things. Okay. So then you can add your transform for your camera, and you can use to create the things. So for example, from here to here. Okay, so it is a static from here. Okay, just little go inside, for example, and from here, okay, I just want to create the another camera. Okay, so let's deselect this and create the another camera from here. Okay, you can create the multiple cameras and you can add it one after one. Okay, so you don't. It is not necessary to every all the animation using the only one camera. Okay, so you can use the multiple cameras over here. Okay, so from here I just used to change this again. It's a DSLR. Okay, so Now I just used to come from here and the focus. Okay, so now I can transform, or else you can just to move it a little down. Okay, so from here to here, you can just to see it. Simply where you can still create a kind of simple camera animations from one to another. Okay, so now this is a one shot. So after that, I just want to create the another camera from here. I just want to make this to the front side. Okay, uh, you just maintain the same camera film max and everything, or else you want to change it, you can also change it if you want to. Okay, so you can just to see it here and transform. Okay. So you can also change the manually focus this focal length that you want to be use it. You can also use to apply it if you want. Okay. So here we have the manual focus distance, and you can usually adjust that. Okay, now you can see. Okay. So after this, um, want to make this to transform from here, or you can just create it. Okay, so this is the way how you can still create it. So I created different cameras over here, right? So now if I this is a main cut, this is a camera cut that you can usually when you are rendering, it is going to be rendered. So if you click on over here, it is going to be show only the one camera. There is the first one that you are created here, right? Okay, so you can also mix the different camera angles and everything here. So the after that, here we have the add symbol. Just click over here, and there you can see camera actor 3. So that you can see. So there is a one, and after that, that's going to start the ender one. That you can easily say it. Okay. So from here, I just want to add the another camera. There is a 4. Okay. So that you can see here now. Okay. And after that, you want to be come back to the one, for example. You can also use to do it. Okay, so from here, and again I just want to change that into 4. See that you can still shift your cameras one camera to another camera. Are you getting guys? Okay, so this is the way how you can use to create your simple animations and everything with the different camera angles and the different shots where you can use to create the things, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, so you want to add the kind of different effects or something that you want to. Okay, you can also add it. So let me make this video or else in this way. Okay, so now I'm not in the camera right now, so we have a kind of simple scene that we have. So what I want when he is walking, okay, I just want to add some spotlight that's going to be affected at the time. For example, so somewhere over here. Okay, so now I just want to add some light. Just right click and place actor spotlight. You can see here. And I just want to change the different colors over here. For example, this one and another one. And I just want to reduce that attenuation. Sorry, the whole angle to the 20. Okay, so then okay, so let me make here another and place it with the red, for example, or something like this. Okay, okay. Yeah. So now we just go to here, and there's an intensity, the value that you can still see here, right? Okay. So the spotlight tool is already added for you. Okay. So now you can take your light, add spotlight, and I just want to see through of this. Okay. So when he's going to be stepping, okay, I just want to be turned on the light, for example. Okay. So before that, so we just used to make this everything to be 0 here. Okay. So that you can see here, and up to here. Okay. So now, okay, I think I'm just, yeah, make it 8 for this, and make my camera little adjusted. Okay. And the spotlight also, I just make it by default it is 0 that I want. Okay. Now you can see the kind of different effects and everything that you can easily create of. Okay. And after that, you can easily turn off it. I think I didn't create a kind of a sequence properly. Okay. This one. Or else we do one thing here. Like this. Okay. So coming to here, it is going to be off. I just want to make this to be the key over here. Somewhere. Make this to 0. Okay. So now we have the ender light over there. So let's add it. So now I just want to make this to be the 8 here. Okay. So like this, you can create a kind of simple animations and everything here. The effect. Okay, so this is the way how you can still create the different animations and everything. And for example, you want to add the any kind of special effects like a explosion or something. Also, you can also add those things. Okay, so let's go into the starter content. There is an explosion. You want to add some effects, the particles. Just add the kind of explosion over here. Okay, so now add that explosion into here. Okay, so by default, here we have the auto activation. We just off that one. Auto active off. Okay, so here we have the event trigger. Okay, where you can use to be turn on your explosion. Okay, so, the trigger. Okay, should be yeah, toggle track. So here we have activate and deactivate. So by default, I just want to make this to be deactivate in the starting. Okay, so when he's coming to the thing, just step in. I just want to make it activate. That you can see. Okay, so where you can just be see here. Okay, so the way how you can is to create the things. Okay, and after that you must make this to be deactivated. Otherwise, it is going to be repeated. Okay, so this is all the animation that we created. Okay, so and you want to add some sound over there, you can also add the sound. So there is the audio track. There it is audio track. So here, exclusive. So here, I just want to add my explosion sound. Okay, so just used to add it out. I think there's no sound for this. Okay. Okay, so like this, you can is to add your things. Okay, so let's add the explosion. So if you are something that you are extended, that you can use to be extended. Okay, so after that you can see here the final one. Okay, so the other thing that you have all the animation that you have here. Okay, so you have the different camera shots, animations, and everything that you can use to be applied for it. So then you can use to be export as a movie from here simply.